jumping right back into it. Both these teams pretty confident in what they want to do, clearly, and already very interesting things to talk about. First off, the initial bans: Flux, Warbeast, Gemini, Nymphora. Very interesting right there. You see the Nymphora ban coming out on the side of Tree, actually. That's how much they think that Recent Game is not good with it, especially Chaoli. Don't want to give it to him. Again, they ran it last game. Maybe just didn't work out the best for them, and they just don't want to risk that. So they take that out. Again, last game they banned Jeraziah, if you don't remember. So
yep,
very interesting there. Now, but look at these picks. Again, they go the Legionnaire here on Tree. So they clearly want to make this work.
Yeah. It's not only that, but like the last 10 scrims, as I said, they've been playing it. So I guess they just want to play something maybe they're comfortable with. Makes sense, I guess. But the ban from Nymphora makes sense as well, though. Like Reason have been playing obviously a lot of Nymphora as well, and Reason, I think for the last couple of times, they've picked up Nymphora, but it's been in the first picking phase. They'll probably pick it third pick, and obviously it won't get into the second ban phase. So it's important that obviously who's in ban out here. Also kind of impressive that Imberboy actually passes up Dr. Pulsar instead of the Tremble. But I know Imberboy doesn't play a lot of Tremble compared to Dr. Pulsar, so I guess, again, playing to comfort. And it's important to play to comfort, obviously, because with this much on the line, you do not want to be sort of saying, oh, does this do this? Or you want to know the hero inside out, I think. So it's important to know. So.
Yeah, that's definitely an all-in mentality though from Tree, and again, clearly they had a strategy in mind. You go back to this Legionnaire, you're scouting it out, and they want to make it work. So maybe knowing that everything is on the line here, I mean that must say something, that they're willing to still stick to their guns, and also maybe that just goes to show you that they're not the most confident against a team like Reason Gaming. They maybe figure Reason Gaming's the better team in some cases, so they want to try something a little bit off the wall here.
Yeah, or that they're just confident in this strategy.
True.
They're confident that it can work. Game one, it was a hiccup. Regardless, this strategy works, and we're going to prove it, kind of thing, which also could be the mindset. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Kinesis picks up here. This will most likely be on Boxy. I know we saw Kinesis support last time, but it's just something that Fusion doesn't like to play. And Boxy loves Suicide Kinesis, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see Suicide Kinesis there. So, interesting plays.
Yeah. Well, we got the picks to follow up now. Magnus, obviously, coming up there for our Legion side for Reason Gaming with the Dr. Swiftblade and Parasite. So, yeah, you see Reason Gaming, though, and again, they're just sticking to what they know best and what works very well and what has proven to work very well. They got the Swiftblade Doctor combination. There we go, though. Moira coming out for Willowkeeper. Okay. See, now that I like a little more than say, the Thunderbringer pickup last game. Moira has proven to work pretty damn well, and, of course, very powerful against the likes of Dr. Repulsor. So, I'm excited to see that at least, but it's probably going to be more of a support one here, I think.
Most likely. Obviously, we have seen Boxy play Moira, but I think he prefers Kinesis over the Moira. And Fusen plays a good Moira as well, if you remember. I think it was a couple of series ago where he had some clutch plays in the Moira with the, the Arcane Vortex. So expect Fusen to be playing that. And then for the last pick here, most likely a second support here for Root of Z. But yeah, I mean, we talked about the Moira interaction with the Dr. Pulsar before. Like, it's such a good hero on its own, and then you play it against Dr. Pulsar, and the hero becomes godlike. Like, to be fair, I think the most surprising thing is that it wasn't banned out in the banning phase. To me personally, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, especially knowing that Tree does have history of playing that. So maybe Reason almost perhaps forgetting about that, or just a case of we're not too worried about it. But no doubt against Dr. Pulsar, again, a very, very powerful tool against him. So, Pyromancer, the final pickup. That will be a true support Pyromancer. Clearly coming out here for Reason Gaming. So now back over to Tree. How do they finish? Now, they got Legionnaire. Again, from what you're saying, it sounds like they want to try to run this middle here, ideally. Yeah. And if that's the case, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I think they will. They will pick up a second very support here from Root of Z, following past experience anyway. It would seem strange to me that they'd change it up just like this after they've been playing scrim after scrim with Legionnaire mid. But one thing, though, that if he does run mid, like he's gonna have a hard time because reason they know Tree's gonna run this Legionnaire mid. Like they already know that. As much as I know it, they know it, and so because of that, they've run a Magnus Pyromancer mid to deal with it. Legionnaire mid works incredibly well if you're 1v1, particularly if you're 1v1 against a melee. But in this case, it's going to be 2v1, and the hero can do okay, but it's not going to be doing as well as what it could be doing. So, yeah, it just feels like almost Trio sometimes beating a dead horse kind of thing, trying to make this work. But who knows, man? It could work here. I think if he can get past the laning phase, if he can get off into the jungle, start making those stacks happen, it could work. If you actually remember the game where he did play Legionnaire 1v1 mid, he was shut down very, very hard. I think he died 3 times in the laning phase, and yet he still bounced back and had 450 GPM. There's a Cthulhu, though, not technically a secondary support, but still a jungler or a Root of Z hero nonetheless. So, yeah. So it's still running along the lines of Legionnaire mid, and there's the ready up from Root of Z.
I thought there was a multiple ready. I was like, damn, but no, it's just 2 players. But there you go, yeah.
I think actually it's a really good pickup though, because I talked about a secondary support, but Cthulhu a very good hero against Parasite. We mentioned it in game 1 how Parasite in the canon it didn't have a big impact really in the game, but just in terms of, are you bugged by the way?
Am I bugged?
In terms of no, I got the countdown like bugging up in
the
sound keeps
it happens every once in a while, yeah.
No, it's all good. But yeah, we talked about obviously in game 1 where Parasite and the Hell Cannon was kind of hard to deal with when they were sieging the base. Not the biggest of deals when in the whole grand scheme of things, but this Cthulhu obviously pick is going to be useful because he can just completely hook whatever creep Parasite is in. So yeah, quite nice synergy here. I can understand the one slight issue I've got with the Cthulhu pick here, though. It's going to be good against Parasite, but it's going to be taking up the jungle. And knowing the strategy of Tree, when they run this Legionnaire mid, they like to stack up the jungle a lot. And obviously, if Cthulhu is in there, it's a little bit of a detrimental factor. I know you always like the Dampier with not having a jungler, but same sort of scenario here as well. So
yeah,
but yeah, it can work quite well if they play it properly.
Pause here, so I have to wait a little bit longer to see how this starts to play out at least, but want to make sure you're good to go. Nature calls, get that out of the way. Again, the Fusion playing on Moira, being that main support Moira, but I really like her in this role. Excuse me. Definitely has that suicide potential as we've seen by Boxy, but in a support role, we've seen it by Insania, we have seen it by Fusion as well before too. I think Root of Z's even done it a couple times. The idea that this is a very, very active, or at least has potential to be a very active support hero because of that Ephemeral Forge specifically is very clutch. So, and again, it goes back to the Mana Sunder being a powerful tool against the likes of Dr. Pulse throughout this game. So they're going to be.
I think.
Yep.
I was just saying, I think the Ephemeral Forge is kind of the 1-point wonder on this hero. I know you talked about that you like leveling up, but if you think about it logically, I don't really see it. It scales kind of a little bit poorly. I guess the 500 range is nice. The 5-second cooldown isn't that big of a deal. The extra 4 seconds is okay, but really, when you ever use the Ephemeral Forge, you only want to make sure that you get the stun off, the Mana Sunder off, and the Arcane Vortex is needed. And 10 seconds is far than enough. And particularly if you're playing against a Dr. Pulsar, you need to have the Mana Sunder max because obviously, otherwise you're not really getting that great of effectiveness out of it if you don't max it. Because Mana Sunder does actually scale quite well, increase 0.5 seconds, but also the times 1 times extra with the intelligence. And obviously the Shards of Archon is probably one of the best abilities from Moira, so you kind of have to max out as well. So
yeah,
at least Ephemeral Forwards to be leveled at least once, maybe at level 4 perhaps, and going from there. Because then you at least have an impact in the lane as well because of that.
There we go. The Rome starting about here on the Legion side at least. You see Kinesis, he got there very quickly. Was able to put the word aside, but how about that? I don't get it, man. They just have ninja presence.
This guy is just insane, man. Like, Charlie, man, next level.
Like that's ridiculous. It's not the most unique ward of sight by any means, but it's just funny how he happened to even place it beforehand. But clearly research being done and figuring, hey, they're probably gonna play something here. Might as well counter it right away. Obviously, we're referring to last game as well with that crazy Aurora at the end where somehow scattered them for a Legionnaire.
It's like what's more like possible to happen? Either Charlie's like a really good support player or he's a hacker. Like, I don't know, man.
That's true.
What's the
How dare he be really good? That's impossible. Yeah, no, it's people just when you play the game for so long, you just have that sixth sense in a sense, I guess. But Look at what they're trying down here. You got Pyromancer and Magnus hiding in the trees. Good old Swiftblade here, of course, to farm, but we'll see if Kinesis picks up on this. He's not the
There's
most
no on top.
slippery hero. Is there
This
no on top?
Magnus
Oh,
is the
yeah, you're
suicide.
right. Wow.
I
Okay.
guess it makes sense though. He's going to have a hard time, particularly against the Cthulhu and the Mora. If you actually remember in the last series we casted, Magnus was boxed out and stayed level 1 for like the first 8 minutes. So you might as well try and set up a kill on the Kinesis, which makes sense.
Oh, look at him. Look at Kinesis. He knows. Again,
I think,
no one's
that
top,
gives flying
so.
vision. I think that gives flying vision. That lift. It might
Oh, that's a good
I think that was
point.
why. So that's why he's run back. I think because he doesn't want to overextend, and no one's top as well, as you said. So he's
Yeah.
playing very far back.
Good heads up by
But
him.
he's getting lane control anyway because obviously doing this. So second ancient. So yeah, it's a nice play from Boxy, knowing his limits. And I've talked about this before, but Kinesis is one of those heroes that it either works very well in the suicide lane or doesn't, and that comes back to the player. If you get picked off a couple of times, the hero just loses effectiveness in the game.
Yeah.
You have to have like a good start and not kind of feed. I know like you got to do that with most suicides, but this hero in particular, otherwise he falls off quite hard. So.
I'm just still fascinated by this middle legionnaire here. Again, he's going up against a Doctor Repulsor. You see, he's taking a lot of pressure, again, as you would expect in a matchup like this. He's that's where Doctor takes advantage of. Well, it's a legionnaire middle, so I'm just going to harass him as much as possible. And he's definitely doing that right here. In fact, he's only down to 1 tree. How much gold does he have? He only has 300 gold currently.
He's buying health pot.
Okay, and it's a ground courier still. Oh boy, that better get upgraded here.
Cthulhu should upgrade it right now, though. He has the money to do it. Although he needs regen himself, actually.
Yeah,
So.
this is kind of awkward, really. I think maybe if anything, get Kinesis to upgrade it here, man. He just has 200 gold plus. I mean, he's not doing a whole lot at the bottom lane anyways, but no, it's just going to stay ground courier. It'll eventually get here to Legionnaire, but definitely take a little more time.
The one annoying thing a little bit, actually, for True, I can assure you, is that if the scenario was like this, I don't think Tree would have picked up the Cthulhu though, because they would want to have a secondary support. Because when Legionnaire rotates over to the lane, rotates into the jungle, there won't be any stacks because Roots is sort of killing the jungle. And second of all, like if Legionnaire rotates in the jungle, then you kind of want the secondary support to take over the lane, and Cthulhu can't simply do this. Magnus is invisible mid though, might try and pressure this Legionnaire, perhaps.
Yeah, you see right there, though, something gives him the cue that, hey, I want to play a little bit safe. He's going to hide behind the trees, even just hug the secondary, or this first tower, and he should be fine as a result. Magnus, Cthulhu fun! You are probably dead. Opens with an auto attack, it's a stun, and an auto attack, and all of a sudden Rudy's dead. That's just, that's just a little bit of luck, but hey, also just good roaming by Zane right there.
Yeah, I mean, if Legionnaire was playing defensive, almost assuming that Magnus maybe had an Invis rune, I think they did spot it with the rune down bottom. Oh, sorry, the ward down bottom. Then Cthulhu should definitely be playing defensive, particularly if he's only got like 200 HP. So perhaps miscommunication, maybe Krake didn't call it, but regardless, does. Legionnaire's rotated into the jungle already then, it looks like. But no stacks though, which is the biggest thing. Whenever they run in scrims, they have like triple stacks on everything.
Yeah.
Because if you run a secondary support, you have free space to do this kind of thing. But now with Cthulhu, he's going to have to take over the lane. It's like, it's a little bit awkward. But I can understand why they wanted this Cthulhu pickup though, because I'm pretty sure if they had a secondary support, Tank Effect would have been running into the aggressive jungle as he did in game 1. But obviously with Cthulhu there, he doesn't have the ability to do so. So
Yeah.
I guess they had to pick up the Cthulhu, otherwise they wouldn't be able to stack the jungle anyway, I guess. But just a little bit annoying.
Yeah, but you gotta think that really hurts the idea of the strategy, though. I mean, because it makes
does,
so much
yeah,
sense with stacking the jungle. Legionnaire is great at that, especially getting some early levels in the lane. But the fact now he's just having to stack them himself here, he's going to be behind a little bit. Cthulhu Font's in the middle now, sure, but he's already behind himself. Magnus has been waiting here. No, he's not going to wait too long though, as he will fall back. But
you're right though. It's like, well, if they wanted this strategy but they couldn't really play it to the 100% effectiveness, then why play it at all kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
When was Parasite picked up in collaboration with Legionnaire? I'm trying to remember actually. Was it before or after?
Oh, sorry, pick 3. I think it was before.
So it would have been before. Yeah, if that's the case again, that kind of goes back to like.
I can't tell for certainty though. So
yeah. Well, anyways, but look at this triple stack right here. Nice.
Yeah. So I guess Fuden can triple stack this one because it's the one closest to him, obviously. So.
Oh, wow. Game was all over the place. Apologize for that. Anyways, Kinesis goes down right there at the bottom lane as we see him get picked off, and they just collapse on top of him. Parasite coming out from the jungle. Can pretty much assume what happened. The second Kinesis gets a little too far up. No escape, really. Let's have that stun of his with the stasis smash, but clearly not enough to get away right there. So good collapse on him, and their second kill of the game coming out. As a result of that, Magma's going to sit middle once again. Cthulhu Font, though, has that trample, so... And now he has used the Hookem here, definitely tanking up. He has level 3 Hookem, by the way. So Legionnaire, uh-oh, the shirt's off now. That skin, man. Anyways, back to the middle lane. Cthulhu is going to be jump right here. Even as tanky as he is, he ain't going to be tanky enough. Pour in from Moira, but obviously it was just way too late. She pops the shards of Harkon, but not getting anything from it other than a little bit of farm, perhaps, but... Yeah, good job roaming by Reason Gaming. Just like the first game, really. It seems like they're just going to be very active with that. Again, now we really got to keep this in mind here. They literally gave up the top lane, and
yeah, I know it's really impressive.
It's I mean, you look at Puppet Master's farm. It's 37-27. Obviously, very impressive. Now he's just barely keeping up with Swiftblade, who technically has a free farm lane as well. So they're pretty much neck and neck. So yeah, it's not surprising to see them neck and neck. I guess is my point here. But Swiftblade's slightly better because of that kill that he received.
Definitely. It's impressive though. Like Zane, I think he did this before on Deadwood one time as well, where like I think they were running against Tree. I think he was even against Tree actually. He was running at Deadwood. I think it was definitely in Cycle 7 or Cycle 8, and he stayed level 1 for like 8 minutes time. But in this game, obviously, he set up a couple of kills and he's done really well for himself, honestly. In the meantime, the Tree been running or going into the Ancients actually and farming those actually with the help of Kinesis, which is useful though because Kinesis can't really show on lane, otherwise he's going to die like he did the last time. So helping out the Legionnaire doing Ancients, which is useful.
Yeah. See Legionnaire right there, finish them off, gets that health potion. Bottom tower though, it easily falls. Again, really nothing they can do about that at that point, especially with Legionnaire solo on live tanking the Ancients right there. So Reason must think Tree is weak to Zane's Magnus. All 6 of his games on the hero have been versus Willowkeeper with a 3-3 record. Interesting stuff right there. So Zane, the one playing the Magnus, happens to be all against Willowkeeper. Bottom lane though, more pressure.
So I was just gonna say, look at the skill build from Paramount. So I've talked about TPS Price loved this skill build, man. Like he always goes this build, and I spoke to Insania about this build, and he's like, "Nah, man, like, I'm not feeling it. You just want burst on Sport Paramount." And I couldn't agree more as well. Like, the fervor just doesn't seem to do much, honestly. Like, obviously, it's okay when you're pushing towers or taking Congo, but on the whole, I'm not a big fan of it. Like, you just want to have burst, because like if you're a support Paramount, you're there just to add that extra bit of burst damage kind of thing, and Fervor doesn't obviously add to that. Yeah. It's okay if you're 1v1 as a core, but oh, he might be in trouble here actually.
Yeah, speaking of Pyromancer, he ain't gonna get away from this one. That's so much for that build, huh? No.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why he dies.
Obviously a horrible choice. No, he goes down right there. Good collapse by them. Finding him. And they'll take that kill. Legionnaire specifically with the kill. God, I hate this skin. Why did he choose a skin?
It's just because naked.
I just hate it so much. Anyways, Puppet Master has a Helm of the Victim, Whispering Helm coming up for him shortly. Swiftblade, on the other hand, I'm sure an Abyssal Skull. It's going to be in the works here.
Nothing too special.
Ooh, build rocking. Top lane. Puppet Master, though, happens to be offering to the jungle here. I mean, so good hindsight, but the Invis Magnus leading the way. Oh, boy. I mean... How do they know something's up? It's almost as if they have vision, which they don't. But anyways, he's still going to farm these yellow camp right here. And here comes the jump. They see him at the last second. Here we go. Puppet Master definitely dead off the bat. Not to just, Mora holding the ground actually finally goes down. Yeah. But Legionnaire able to get there in time. They get the kill on Dr. Pulsar. And now all of a sudden, the charge is in favor of Tree right here. Magnus has given another stun. He does, but he gets stunned first, and down he goes. That Mana Sunder doing work right there.
Yeah, it was the reason why Puppet Master actually got the Voodoo Puppet, and the reason why obviously the Doctor died. But again, the reason why that happened is because Zane missed the stun onto Moira there as well. If he hits the stun on Moira, they instantly kill Puppet Master without him getting Voodoo Puppet off, because obviously the Mana Sunder does not happen onto the Dr. Pulsar. So kind of a chain of events that was a little bit unfortunate. But top lane Legionnaire.
Yeah, he's trying to escape right here. He should be fine actually.
Should be fine.
Gets away, so. But good point about that. And actually, now Swiftblade's went a little bit of trouble. He does not have Swift Slashes. Puppet Master coming in. Puppet should hold him in place. There's the hold on top of that. Legionnaire's just sitting back. He's so low on life, doesn't want to risk it. And they will get the kill nonetheless. So well played by him as well. And Puppet Master picks up credit for that. So comes right back, gets a kill, and yeah, that's great news for Tree. Again, the fact that they were able to turn that around 2-1, and you're all right. I mean, Magnus maybe just going a little too anxious right there, just missing the range of the stun.
It was close.
On Amora, so.
It's only level 3 Lava Surge, so
yeah,
I can understand.
Not the
and in game 1 as well, he was playing the Magnus as well, I think, in game 1, and he had a lot of great stuns, so can't criticize him too much, to be fair.
Yeah. Double damage Pyromancer bottom lane. Again, this is a level 4 support Pyromancer, so not the scariest, but
It's got further, though.
he does have the level 1 fervor. Strider's now finished. But yeah, Moira, again, showing off the Mana Center, how it's such a powerful tool in a lot of cases. Extra powerful against a hero like Dr. Pulsar, really relies on spamming that mana. In fact, going to use the Ephemeral Forge here at the bottom lane, but not going to find anyone.
I think he was going to try and stack, but then realized they were already triple stacked.
Oh, that too. Oh, they are triple
this
stacked.
hero is really good, though. This hero's like so strong.
She's awesome, man, and
Yeah,
I'm so glad
that
we finally do see her, at least every now and then, and I do wonder a little bit what took so long, but we do see it, and that's the good thing. And something tells me we're going to see it a couple times at least in the World Finals, too. So.
Oh, definitely, man. From what I saw from Thai teams, they don't play Mora that much, to be fair. So.
Yeah.
If we are going to see it, I think it's going to come from... oh, hello.
They're waiting for it. Yeah, here we go, though. Cthulhu Fawn, actually. No mana left on Doctor. Beautiful trample. Oh! Parasite. He's dropping as well as Parman's already going down. Decapitate takes him out. Look at Boxy with that burst, man. Using that big mass control of his. And they're also going to clean up the Ancients. That was a huge trample, though, from Rudu Z.
Yeah.
Start that off.
Stun. Yep, really nice play. And they secure the Ancients as well, which is a very important thing. But Legionnaires got Portal Key now as well. And if you actually see his skill build compared to the one that what you got had, got a little bit more levels in the taunt, which is useful because now he's got Portal Key, so has even more lockdown. He's only got 2 points in the Whirling Blade instead of maxing it out. And it's going to be a lot more useful when ganking anyway, because the taunt's going to be higher level. So
yeah. That not only increases your armor, but it does actually, keeps them on you a little bit longer, up to 3 seconds. At level 4 of the ability, so see if he's able to make use of that Portal Key now with that skill build as you're talking about right there. Speaking of Cthulhu Fawn hitting the nice trample, a Portal Key on him I'm sure is definitely something in the works. Doesn't have it just yet, though. Energizer was the item of choice on Embry first, as now he's still trying to finish that Abyssal Skull. A little curious about that, especially this has been doing a lot of fun. At the same time, he's been helping to get kills here, so wanted the Energizer to assist with that, but you see, this is where an Abyssal Skull would have been a little bit better from these triple stack Ancients, but he's going to kill them off anyways with the assistance of Pyromancer, and again, 1,000 more gold saved up, so not the biggest in the world. Dr. Repulsor, 357 gold for me. Again, Imboboy, the one playing the Dr. Repulsor, and Embry on that Swift Blade. But Doctor going more the Icon route, most likely, with the Ring of Sorcery first here. As we see, we'll see what Imboboy does eventually go, though. Is Tank Effect going for his usual? Yeah, he's going the puzzle box here.
Man, he needs to go Lex. That was really good. It really is. And
maybe he tuned in last cast.
Maybe. No. He would have got it by now, if not. Yeah, I think Lex Codex is really strong, but I mean it's working out for him so far, so it doesn't really matter, to be fair. I mean, puzzle box is a lot more useful in team fights, whereas the Lex Codex is a lot better for ganking. But like you can he could probably kill like Puzzle by himself. He has like Lex Codex just because of like the double effect that it has. Like it gives him like -6 magic damage or magic armor. Sorry, like insane.
You love it.
It's like better than spell shots, kind of thing.
Absolutely love it. Glowstone picked up on Dr. Pulsar, so again, that's pretty much the answer there. That are going to see the icon of the goddess. Puppet Master, Assassin Shrine now in the works, of course, and his farm continues to excel. In fact, he has overtaken Swiftblade by quite a bit now, 440 gold per minute, compared to Swiftblade's 410 right here. Magnus does have a Portal Key, but it's just that and boots, and a couple of minor totems even, but definitely, again, really wants to upgrade at least the boots ideally, gets maybe a little bit more mana elsewhere, as right now he pretty much only has mana for a combo here, which, it's not the end of the world, it's still good, but needs that bigger mana pool for the time being. But yeah, the puzzle box is coming up quickly here for Parasite. Pyromancer is still not level 6 yet, more so. Level 5 currently, but I'm sure soon to be level 6, and we'll be able to take advantage of that blazing strike there. Once he has it, Hasted Cthulhu in the middle lane, playing it safe behind the tower. Kinesis is here as well, in case they look to dive. You do see Pyromancer has an illusion off to the side. maybe try to scout anybody out that is trying to hide back here in the forest. But it looks like, I mean, both teams could end up clashing here in the middle lane. As you see the mini-map right now. They are in the vicinity. Abyssal Skull finished on Swiftblade and goes right back to the Ancients with it, which happened to be double stacked for the time, so good job right there. That's a fake, yeah, Pyromancer. The fake Pyromancer gets one shot by Puppet Master, but now they know he has an Assassin Shroud. He got it after the Whispering Elm. So got something out of that illusion right there. Same thing with the other one. All right. No more illusions here. But, yeah, going to be a pretty passive spot here, it seems like. Both teams fairly content on playing the safe farm game for the time being. So,
I think if someone should get aggressive, it should be Tree. And that's what they're doing now. They've got their smokes up, or they would rot. Oh, they might catch Pyro.
Pyro, she's going to be jumped right here by Legionnaire right off the bat. In the background, Dr. Pulsar flies in, but now he's going to be locked down. In comes the mass control, and down goes Dr. Repulsor. The Voodoo pumping on top. Magnus also gets locked. He pops a steam bath. He's going to survive initially. The dust was purchased and popped immediately, but it wasn't in time. That was a good attempt right there from Balthazar, I believe it was, or somebody. But anyways, he does get away. Is he going to chase him? No way! Oh, he's able to chase him. And a hat trick for Balthazar. 500 gold per minute. Here we come. That was a big heads up by him, man. He purchased the dust on the fly from the observatory.
That Mana Thunder, though, is the reason why they killed Doc's Repulsor, though. Instantly after Khalees sort of drops him down after Sage Smash, Fusen Mana Stuns him, and Doc's Repulsor cannot get away. There wasn't no stuns, there wasn't any kind of taunt or voodoo up his hold. It was just a Mana Thunder, and that's the reason why he died. Like
that's the cool thing about the synergy with Kinesis and his Stasis Smash, because you can use abilities on the guy while he's in the Stasis Smash.
Exactly.
So you didn't need to time it necessarily, just use it right before he comes down. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, it's worked really well for him as well. And like, I mean, like the Mana Thunder, particularly against heroes like Dr. Pulsar, it acts like a silence because he has no mana. So like, it's a 2.5 second silence if he does max it. But he's actually maxing the ephemeral forwards actually, Brig. It sounded like you talked about, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I mean, I guess level 1 Mana Thunder did the job there. So.
Yeah. The one-hit wonder. And, you know, I'm kind of thinking about what I just said right there, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's the same for any stun. Necessarily, as far as like if they're stunned, you use it before they come out of the stun. But yeah, the point being, he was able to do that, and yeah, it is interesting though. Again, leveling up the ephemeral force, like we've talked about. I mean, it's just the idea that it does lower the cooldown on that. You can be a little bit more active with it, perhaps, and it makes it even last a little bit longer as a result. So kind of the good in both senses there. Where the Mana Sunder, you know, he's getting enough out of it. He feels like at least initially it catches Dr. Pulsar off guard long enough for them to get the kill. But yeah, you could definitely argue one way or the other. Just so happens that Fusen's going the Ephemeral Forge route this time around. But Icon is now finished on Doctor. Speaking of him, wants to try to now get those charges added up, I'm sure, with it. But that death, of course, slowing him down a little bit. Swiftblade, but that's an illusion. Puppet Master actually going to scare him off. I wonder if he can even steal some Ancients right here. But Balthazar now has an Arcana picked up, so Hellfire in the works.
They are really scared, actually.
Yeah.
I guess they can't see the rest of Tree though, so they're kind of like, where are they, kind of thing. So, kind of good though. They're sort of sitting together, not farming too well. Tree, yeah, I mean, compared to game 1, they're doing a lot better, and I think it's because the laning phase just went a lot better for them. In game 1, they just got wrecked by the early rotations from the Andromeda and the Parasite. In this game, they haven't done too much, honestly. Pyromancer isn't one of those supports that can gank too early, really, because obviously the Dragonfire stun isn't as good as like the Andromeda stun, and Parasite just unfortunately hasn't found a lot of kills, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wild Hunter, no, he's actually Puppet Master
though.
He's here, but the Rev Ward, face up comes out, and now Puppet Master, but a beautiful reaction from Legionnaire. Parasite, the Mauler explosion. It's not enough, Doctor. Will that be enough? No, yes it will. He's able to chase him down when it's all said and done. Now Parasite is killed, but at least they get the main target in Puppet Master. However, will Swiftblade end up falling as a result of this? Pyromancer barely alive. Cthulhu's sitting on Swiftblade. He wants to take him out. He's not able to trample, though, at least initially because of that spin. But if he gets this trample, the perfect timing from Cthulhu.
Really nice.
What timing from Root of Z. Double tap comes out. And him and Kinesis both survive. As, again, they got the kind of Swiftblade as well. So, sure, Puppet Master went down, but, again, that was good reaction on their part initially. As fast as he got jumped right there.
Man, this red ward though, again, Charlie has, like, I don't understand, he has heads up, like, play like, of anyone, man. It's insane. Like, they do not get that good of initiation unless he drops that ward of revelation down there, so. Yeah, really well played. I mean, although Parasite didn't kill him, he got him low enough that Dr. Propulsor could finish the job. And it was a 3v3 at the end of the day, and I think that slightly comes out in favour of Reason, though, because Dr. Propulsor survives, whereas Pubmaster doesn't. And yeah, Pubmaster's realising, like, guys, actually, although I'm building towards Alpha Low, I need to get a Shrug ahead because there's too much magic damage done, so I can understand it.
Boxy right here, actually getting that Veiled Rot delivered to him, and going to use it to find an opportunity. Perhaps in the Legion jungle or elsewhere. He's also got, he's got the crew joining him now. So now the Rev Ward is going to expose at least Puppet Master. And I kind of wonder if the Legion team is going to maybe try to turn it as a result. That could backfire big time, though. In fact, there goes Backable Leader exposed, but no. Not enough to follow any of that up. So no kills in the end as far as chasing in right there. Barbed Armor looks like it is in the works here for Legionnaire. So going the route of the Barbed Armor. And just seems like that has proven to be a popular pickup amongst the Legionnaire heroes that we've been seeing a lot lately. And I'm still on the side of I just don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. But it says you're mitigating so much damage with his taunt initially, but it does force him to attack you, to be fair, and that will return the damage as a result. So.
Yeah, not only that though, but you have to realise that he's not going to get a 5-man taunt, so someone's probably going to do some magic damage to him, like maybe like the Pyromancer, for example. Like if Pyromancer like ulties Legionnaire with Bob, he's probably going to kill himself, to be fair. So has to be wary of that.
Middle lane, Cthulhu Font just farming away. It seems like that Reason was maybe interested in going for a jump, but that would have been a dangerous one, as you can see why. With the support nearby for Tree. Now, the tower is very low. In fact, okay, they do have tower kills. That's right. They got the 2 bottom tower kills earlier on in the game. Did Reason Gaming. But both the middle and top still going to go. Speaking of no tower kills, though, Tree doesn't have a tower kill yet. 22 minutes into the game. No, they got the middle one. Never mind. So, not a whole lot of tower kills, though, is the point. So far in this game, as we are now 22 minutes in. At this time, Puppet Master. Now, Puppet went the Arcana first, but maybe switching it up here. He got the Mighty Blade.
He needs to.
Yeah.
After that team fight, he realised he needs Magic Community. Otherwise, Parasite. Oh, mid lane.
Oh, Legionnaire jumps in and protecting that middle tower, and the Decapitate to finish him off. And they should be able to deny. They also get the bottom tower kill. Well played. Now the top tower is destroyed by Recent Gaming. But again, they got the hero on top of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the better trade. They're thinking about taking Kongo. They do have Legionnaire as well as both tanky enough, but they don't have any life regeneration. I don't think they kill it quick enough, though. They don't have the greatest right-click presence, particularly if Puppet Master's not there to sort of right-click it down. But they are slowly getting it, and I think they're going to trade a tier 2 top, but it'll probably be worth it, though.
Yeah. Well, we got Kongor. Yep, it's... No, they're not even going to trade the tower, it doesn't look like.
Oh, yeah. Reason are too scared.
Yeah.
Reason have no idea that this Kongo was taking place then, clearly. So, yeah, really nice play from Tree.
Work out extra better for them. So, there we go. The token on a Puppet Master. Really no questions there as far as who that was going on. As they pick it up, and yeah, definitely catching Reason Gaming, I'm sure, off a little bit off guard once that message popped up right there. So, 5,000 gold lead, now 9,500 experience lead in favor of our Hellborn team here. As Dr. Repulsor, I think he just got his second Arcana. Yeah, so still no Hellflower for him, but as the second Arcana on the way to the Hellflower. Firebrand on Swiftblade here. Continues to progress fairly well, but again, he's dropped off a little bit in the farm, or perhaps maybe to share in some more for Dr. Repulsor, letting him be the priority here, if anything. But I heard an Ephemeral Forge going off. I think he was just
scouting.
With it, yeah. That's Puppet Master. Ooh, nice double damage rune for Puppet Master. He'll take that. Let's see if he gets an opportunity here. Yeah, he's scouting it out over here against Dr. Repulsor. I don't know if he actually saw him. Look at Doctor's just hiding.
No, he didn't. He didn't see him.
Okay.
But the magnetic contraption does, though.
Gotcha.
Obviously, and it sort of obviously the range is what's made the illusion stun kind of thing from Moira. But they're smoked up there. They're not going to find anyone though. Reason are all in the enemy jungle. And to me, this Tree should just push mid though. Like they're trying to force a fight, but they should force Reason to fight them instead of trying to find them instead. But, I guess it could be good if
that's
they.
Parasite.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Hook him is used right away, and Down goes Parasite. I didn't even realize. Yeah,
I didn't catch that.
I hate how he's just so tiny on the map. Didn't pick up on that.
If they find kills like that, then definitely, obviously, it's useful. Well, Pyro might be in trouble. Yeah, they're scouting him out with Mora. Yeah, they definitely see him.
Yep, he is in a lot of trouble over here. I don't think he realizes even. Or does he? Yeah, no, he's still going.
No,
he's going to be fine.
They should be able to take mid, though, I think, with that pick-off. Yeah, this Cthulhu pick is actually really paying off. It was a little bit of a frustration, obviously, from Tree in the laning stage, because obviously Legionnaire couldn't have the stacks, but particularly in the mid-game, though, it's offering a lot more, because it's able to deal with the Parasite, though. Cthulhu's a very strong hero, because it can kill the Pasbox minions instantly as well. So, yeah, really nice pick-up in the draft, though.
Yeah, that does go back to the value that they put into that Cthulhu final pick, and yeah, definitely paying off here in places, so... Well played with the draft there. Deep at the tower, it's going to fall. Secondary one in the middle lane, of course, so making more use of that token of life here. About 2 minutes remaining on it for Puppet Master before not have to worry about that wearing off. They're going to make their way towards bottom lane now. And you see Dr. Repulsor, he's already starting to fall back. He does have a TP. We'll see if he uses it or not. It looks like he is. But this bottom tower, probably in some trouble. Unless they don't go for a backdoor. They might not. Yeah, never mind. Instead, they're going to have Cthulhu push out the lane at the bottom and just farm elsewhere, it looks like. Not going to go too crazy with this. So, Mora, you know, we keep talking about going back to her and the Mana Sun here, and her stuns went up. But what we haven't seen yet is actually her Arcane Vortex. Hasn't found an opportunity for it yet, I guess.
It's really, the more and more I look at this draft, the more it's so good because it's really good against a Magmus. Oh, actually, Puzzle Box Minion might be in trouble.
But actually, no, Mora and Kinesis the ones that might be in trouble just because of the mass control. On down goes Magmus off the bat. Dr. Repulsor locked down by Puppet Master as well. The big burst comes out, though. Legionnaire, he will end up falling. So Parasite, Pyromancer, they do plenty. But look at Puppet Master. He's just free reign right now. And now Cthulhu joins the party. Trample is going to be sidestepped right there. Well played by Parasite. Is it going to be enough in the end? One more auto attack. He gets away. That leech gives him just enough. It's not going to be enough in the end, though.
3 seconds, yeah. 3 seconds.
Man.
I think he's pretty much dead.
No, they went the wrong direction. Oh, they completely got juked right there. Wow.
Tanker, man. What a player.
I don't know. I don't know how they didn't realize he ran up there, to be honest.
I don't know.
It seems like that they should have seen that, but they're not going to be able to push this tower here, and yeah, they might as well fall back. So, well, with Parasite live in, that helps at least.
So he dodges the stun from Clifford and then gets out, man. That's pretty insane. But nonetheless, though, like the team fight just goes in favour of Tree, though, because they're killing this Dr. Repulsor instantly because he doesn't have a Nullstone. I talked about, I think, in the last series when it was Mint versus Nullstone. When you're playing a Dr. Repulsor and you're playing against a Puppet Master, you have to get. No, it was even those last games. Sorry, that was the last series as well, I think. But anyway, you have to get a Nullstone playing against a Puppet Master if you're a Dr. Repulsor because Puppet Master will just wreck you as he did in that team fight. He can get all of these spells off and get all the burst damage off with the Voodoo Puppet, and there's nothing that he can do. I can understand, obviously, there's a lot of ways to get rid of the Nullstone, but he needs ways to deal with the Puppet Master, otherwise he's just going to have a hard time. There's no one using Strong Ed here. Actually, Pyromancer is going to be in trouble, actually.
There's the Arcane Vortex used for the first time, and very good use of it. It just guarantees a kill on a Pyromancer. As delays it long enough. You see Magmus, he's thinking about it. Yes, he's going to go in. Now Legionnaire going to get the barbed armor off. Out comes the eruption.
Oh.
He can't. No, he does get it off. In comes Kinesis, though. You see Magmus trying to get away, but now Dr. Post with that Mana Sunder, man. Once again, doing work right there as well as Puppet Master lockdown. He goes down, and now Parasite also in trouble. He ends up falling. Got the kill on Amora, but really, not the exchanges you're looking for. So, I really was second-guessing that choice. You could tell he wanted to go in on the Legionnaire, but that was a risky dive, and they went for it, and it clearly did not pay off.
Really good play there from Boxy as well. Stops the eruption as well. I think if he doesn't get the eruption off, the team fight could easily be swayed in Reason's favour, though. So really nice play from Boxy. Stops the eruption and does well. And yeah, these engagements keep going in favour of Tree. But again, the Dr. Pulsar just gets wrecked by the Puppet Master. Puppet Master just blew everything on Dr. Pulsar. There was nothing that Dr. Repulsor could do, unfortunately. It just almost is a bit of an outdraft. This Mora and this Puppet Master breaky is just doing too much work. And I guess that's what happens when you first pick Dr. Repulsor. We talk about the hero is very, very strong, and it is, but it's very open to getting counterpicked as it has.
As we've seen here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely seen it here. And again, on paper, it just seemed like that was going to be the case too. And sure enough, and I know we've talked about that before, and we have seen it picked up into it, but honestly, I don't know if we've really seen it work before. It feels like this is the first time where we actually have been like, okay, yeah, there's a reason why she is considered a pretty strong counter to the likes of a hero like Dr. Poser. We've seen now several instances that has clearly been a changer in these
And
fights.
not only that, though, I was going to say before there's a couple of engagements. Like, the Moira is such a good pick here, not only because of the Dr. Pulsar, but against the Magnus as well. Like, normally, using the Arcane Vortex can sometimes be bad, sometimes be good in certain scenarios. But when you're going against a Magnus, whenever the eruption is used, you just blow that Arcane Vortex straight away because it nullifies all the damage out from the eruption. And if you're having just one spell counter another ultimate from the enemy team, it's going to come out ahead. So, yeah, this Moira is just such a good pick, Brokey, in every sense of the word.
More sent out the Ephemeral Forge, but then canceled it pretty quickly right there. I don't know if that was a misclick or maybe just changed her mind for whatever reason. Kongor, I have a feeling he's going to be popped. No, maybe not, actually. Veiled Rock going to be used right here. Now, you look at the map. I mean, there's no wards necessarily in this area, so not the biggest deal, but they are going to look for a jump. Oh, he gets the catapult, though.
Yeah, don't worry, the Cthulhu's on the team.
That's true. That is very true, actually. Well, exposed, and Puppet Master goes in. They find Dr. Repulsor! That's the perfect target. Of course, the burst comes out, and down he goes. Magnus does not have a stun anymore. Stasis Smash on him. Swift Slashes comes out. But look at the mitigation on Kinesis with that armor, man, because of the damage he put out. He tanked up a lot of those hits, and now Swiftblade trying to spin away. He, too, is going to get caught out, but they jumped a little too far right there. Legionnaire goes down. Kinesis still up to the Puppet Master, the big burst with the Voodoo Puppet, and then Stasis Smash on to Parasite. He ends up falling. Serial Killer Streak comes out. And now Puppet Master falling back, taking some tower damage. Again, don't want to dive too far here if you are Willowkeeper. They have lost Legionnaire, but you see Embry. He did buy back, by the way, on Swiftblade. But yeah, another just big catch by Willowkeeper.
Yeah, this team fight has just been going so well because obviously the catch PR obviously the start, but they're so far ahead. Another thing, but just again the heroes just seem to be countering the side of Reason just so much, honestly. The Pub Master versus the Dr. Pulsar, the Moira against Dr. Pulsar. The Kinesis doing a lot of burst damage as well. Although Pub Master's doing a lot of damage, like Kinesis is second highest on his team, or second highest actually in the game. So, yeah, doing a lot of work. I think they're going to try and go for the next Kongor and then try and go high ground. They baited out a buyback from Swiftblade, so they're happy with that trade.
Philifont is just going to farm what he can in the Legion jungle for the time being, not only getting resources himself, but taking it away, of course, from the opposition. That Sheepstick is coming up quickly here for Cthulhu Font. Or, I wouldn't be as too surprised if it ends up being a Frostfield play, to be fair. But
yeah, that wouldn't be bad. But I think Sheepstick is a little bit more important. Yeah. Dr. Pulsar has no stone, has no shrunken head. Just an easy choice, really. Also good against Swiftblade as well. He'll probably pick up both, honestly. Probably pick it up after the Sheepstick, but I think Sheepstick will be the choice here. Makes sense. Yep, and there it is.
There you go. What's on the... Ooh, Genjiro. Okay, I was like, wait, it's a Wingbow, but no, yeah. Genjiro finished by Puppet Master. That's the double invis now, as well as the more utility with it, so...
Wingbow would have been a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Not only because Puppet Master doesn't really go Wingbow, but... Oh, actually...
Legionnaire's going to be caught out right here, but again, Moira, man, she's good at this now. Will it buy enough time for Legionnaire to maybe make an escape? Barbed Armor, there's a taunt. He does tank up as a result, and actually Swiftblade, he was invulnerable, so it didn't matter. The Barbed Armor, he's going to be fine. No, the spin is too much, and now Puppet Master gets caught. Sheepstick on to Dr. Repulsor, though. There's the stick smash on to Puppet Master. It's not going to be enough, though. In the end, he wasn't able to shrunk it head that whole time. Can they still get enough damage out on a Doctor? No, they cannot initially. Parasite will go down, as well as Magnus, but the taunt from Legionnaire with a buyback. And down goes Dr. Repulsor right there. So it looked like Reason Gaming actually had an opening there for a second, but they did not. And now look at this. The chase continues. Pyromancer going to get caught by Kinesis. And Kinesis does the work right there. Moira also even chasing Swiftblade with that Ephemeral Forge, but not going to be chasing enough. So he at least gets away, but again, big plays made indeed.
Definitely. And that's exactly what Reason want, though. They want it to get burst down Puppet Master, but the damage from Kinesis is doing so much work as well. There's a nice attempt from Box as well to try and delay the death on Puppet Master with the Station Mash, obviously the 50% less damage, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. But now he's got Storm Spirit, he's going to take no damage, so even better in that respect. But yeah, Trio are looking very, very strong now. Trying to force it to a game 3.
The tower is definitely going down. So again, that is the last outer tower here, about 35 minutes in. But yeah, and again, trying to force that third game in. It's one of those cases too. It's actually stun in on a Cthulhu Fawn. Here comes a TP, but Kinesis will finish off the tower. You see Cthulhu Fawn goes the other direction. He's trying to make the juke portal key. Look at that move. So he gets away. And that will be the end of that unless Magnus, I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough. So even a tablet to support right there. Yeah, you see Magnus trying to chase, but unable to get close enough to maybe at least get a kill out of that. So another just great getaway coming out here by the Hellborn team and Tree. And it really does go back to as well, making the point. It's like, again, Tree got dominated the first game. They really did.
They did.
But the lineup had a lot to do with that, where they were playing the heroes because they had to, they felt like, and Reason just dominated. So game 2, though, clearly a different picture, a different story. And right now, Tree is well on their way to forcing that third and final game. And I can't say anyone should be surprised, honestly. Both series going 3 games on a day like today. But
yeah, man. I mean, we all thought that any one of those teams could have easily handled themselves in Thailand and probably all deserved to go to Thailand. But so, it just shows that they're all very, very close in terms of skill. But one team has to reign supreme at the end of the day.
yeah.
Oh,
Well.
Parasite. Oh, that's a preemptive strong head there from Hobbit, but it's going to be alright.
See Parasite again. He doesn't lose life or gain life at level 4 Infest, so sitting there with a very low life Minotaur, but it's fine for the time being. Looks like Kongor attempt in the works. You see the bound died. It's got any ward of sights. Didn't find any in the pit, so feeling comfortable to do it, and they should because there is no fish. And you see the war's out over here, but it's just out of range of getting them any good vision of the Kongor pit. So again, recent game in, they feel something's up. They don't know though.
They got DD on Doctor, but yeah, it's just too late. Already did.
There's the kill. Token of life on Puppet Master. Just realized and wanted to jump in a little too late right there, unfortunately. So job done by Willowkeeper. Back over to Reason Gaming. Honestly, I feel like Swiftblade also, he had some really good farm early on. We haven't seen a high impact from him, though.
I agree. I definitely do agree. Like, he's only got, 8% damage in the team fights, or 8% damage overall. He did use a buyback, but even before then, after Group Break, he just doesn't seem to be doing too much in these team fights, or in the game altogether, honestly. And I think it could be because of his item build, though. He's got a lot of build up, the Energizer, the Abyss Skull into sort of Frostburn. Like, he doesn't do a lot of damage, honestly. I'm not saying the build up is bad. Obviously, Abyss Skull is useful, so he continues to farm well. Energizer helps with sort of movement speed for his team as well. But yeah, I have to agree. He just doesn't seem to be really threatening in these team fights.
Yeah. Speed of Swiftblade. Cassius Curse now. He's going to be fine. He will get away from this right here. Or will he?
Will he?
Oh my gosh. Swiftblade, I feel so bad for you, but it's going to be done. Yeah, he goes down. What an ephemeral forge from Fusion right there. And actually, they're going to catch Parasite on top of that. The train just continues here for Willowkeeper. Back-to-back kills. Beautiful plays by Tree once again, and it's just they're not showing any signs of slowing down. I mean, they're not making mistakes here. They're playing just fantastic here in game number 2.
I guess they should be confident with their strategy breaking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Out. Game 2 worked.
You're right. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that they were getting a little bit too caught up in this whole Legionnaire idea, but clearly they made it work here.
I mean, I don't think they would be playing like the last 15 scrims or so with Legion in mid every single game to it change from what they want to play in the playoffs. So
stuck to their guns, they made it work. Portal came back, Kinesis way back here.
I'm sure they saw it.
Yeah, they're almost like, no, maybe not. I feel like they would have done something by now if they knew he was here.
Look at the couriers, by the way, from Tree.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
They got 2. Oh, my God.
Oh, they actually jumped right as that kind of way, damn it. Anyways, Magnus goes down right there. Look at the Mana Sunder. Dr. Repulsor, he had no time to react because of the Mana Sunder. And Swiftblade just spinning in the midst of it. Now, Dr. buys back. He's back in it. Mana Sunder up in 4 seconds. They don't even need it, though. The lockdown's way too strong. He goes down. Puppet Master falls. But Token alive. GG, well played. We are going to a third and final game, ladies and gentlemen. Willowkeeper versus Reason Game. And again, both series here today on this Final Four day going to the final game. Again, not surprised. Really, this is a